So this is going to be a quick update on Bitcoin. I'm recording this the night before I upload it because I'm working tomorrow, so I won't be around to make a video. I did go over some of my ideas in a tweet, but a video is better, I think. So I'll record a video and I'll upload it tomorrow. But as of right now, Bitcoin has gotten a very fast and very aggressive move back into its range. We previously broke above this range high right here, and what happened is we ran into resistance at the golden pocket, and from there got a very sharp rejection back into the range. Off the bat, I want to say I'm conflicted about this because number one, we got a pretty decent move above the range high in terms of percentages. Like we closed pretty high up there on some high time frames. I think we closed a daily candle right up at that golden pocket, and we did. So we closed pretty high above the range. It was a pretty good move above the range, and also there really wasn't super bearish signs on that high. Like on the 4-hour, we are seeing signs of a strong trend with momentum and money flow putting in higher highs along with price. And I still think the higher time frames are looking good in general, apart from the fact that we do have a red dot on the daily right now. The 2-day, the 3-day still look very good. The money flow still looks very good on those time frames. But we are still topping out on the 12-hour, so there is a bit of confliction there. But there were some divergences as you go to the lower time frames. There were definitely local divergences, but not really what I would consider like overall divergences in terms of this move to the upside. It was more so just locally as we reached the golden pocket. I think the divergences started on this 1-hour. They technically did appear here with the momentum wave moving to the downside. We printed the red dot, momentum wave moved down, and price put in a higher high. So on the 1-hour and down, we had momentum divs, and on the 15-minute and down, there were some money flow divs. Money flow getting lower and lower, and this is where we put in that final high. I did not short this. There was confirmations on that high, but we front ran that wick high that I talked about. And, I was a little hesitant to short in this environment. I was hoping that we would either get one more move on this high, wick out both that previous wick and this range once more, and see continued bearish divs with that, or I was hoping that if we broke this range to the downside, that there would be some kind of trade to take afterwards on a retrace. But we did not do either. We didn't SFB the high again or get a retrace once we broke the range. There was a little range here, but I did not enter on that. I was looking at this as I woke up this morning, but things moved a little bit too fast for me to take any trades. I know there was some bearish absorption on that high. I did see that in Jason's stream earlier. And yeah, we could see that a lot of longs opened up in this general area. CBD and open interest getting a move to the upside, putting in higher highs as price put in lower highs. So there were some ways that you could have shorted this. I did not, though. And I also took a couple losses on the move to the downside. I tried to long as we started approaching some of these lows down here. Took a total of a 1% loss, which I am a little salty about, especially since I did not realize as much profit from this trade as I could have. I'm not necessarily mad about how I managed this trade because this really could have been a runner. I was treating this like, it could turn into a swing trade, and I wanted to keep a significant amount of it open for if we did really go on a run here, but that was not the case this time. So, I realized 3% with this trade. I lost about 1% trading this little bit of price action down here. So now for the week, I'm up 2%, which is not great. Now let's talk about my current key levels. So we are sitting at an area of support. We're back in this high volume zone, this area between the point of control and this high volume node. Let me update this point of control or the volume pull, make sure the point of control is the same, and actually shift it again. So I'm still looking at this as the high volume zone. Kind of trying to hold it right now. We fell a little bit below it. We are pretty close to the second area of support, the golden pocket, with this lower time frame range point of control, which is the dashed red line here. So there's another area of support down there. I am also looking towards the value area low. The 786 is there, and this green anchored VWAP, which is a very high time frame anchored VWAP, one that we've been holding on this move to the upside here. All over here, we held that as support, and currently sitting around the value area low. So that is another support area I have my eyes on. And, right now, like I said, we could be trying to hold this high volume zone as support, but, I mean, we already kind of started to slip below it, so I am kind of, looking now at these areas below us. And I guess I kind of got off track, but what I was saying is I'm kind of conflicted here because we didn't see super bearish things on this high, at least on the high time frames. And, I mean, it was a significant close, but we came back very aggressively and very quickly. This feels like an odd move. I still think it's possible that we now make a higher low since we did technically break a downtrend. It does make sense to make a higher low for another higher high, I think. But at the same time, you can look at this and say, all right, well, we pretty much just deviated the high of the range. We quickly got above it, fell back within it, and now price may just go back to trading sideways. So we could just continue trading in this range for a while, maybe even coming down to the range low. And, we could get an SFP the range low and still technically not break this structure back to bearish, the structure that we just broke bullish. So we will see how this plays out. I am, going to look to play this on the lower time frames. I am looking at this low time frame range currently. So, some plays I'm looking at, if we end up holding this low time frame range as support, maybe I can get a long trade within this range. Maybe we break the range bullishly. I would be watching this red anchored VWAP, which I pulled from this high. So basically looking at the bearish strength from this high. If we start breaking that, then I think the chances of us getting a rotation back to the upside are much more likely. If we continue the downside, I'll be looking for divergences and, maybe SFP trades into some of these areas. Maybe I'll be more patient with it and wait for a higher confidence trade. I'll wait for a sign of strength before I start looking for longs. Yeah, at this point, I'm viewing this like we are back to trading a range, but I am also aware that we did technically break the range bullishly already, so I, do have reason to be looking for a higher low. Alright, I think that is it for this video. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, subscribing, leaving a comment. I appreciate all the support, and I will see you all in the next video.